Let's get started with the Thursday nighter, and both side and total I find appealing here. Cowboys, Bears. Cowboys, Bears, Thursday nighter. Cowboys open up at -2.5. There are threes on the board. The total opened up at 43.5, and we see a 42.5. 38 Fahrenheit on Thursday in Chicago. Mostly cloudy, 8 miles per hour. The 3-3 at home Bears against the Cowboys. Both teams 6-6. Bears are done, but Trubisky may be playing for his career. Bears defense was not the juggernaut we expected this year. Cowboys have a lot to play for. The division is up for grabs. But still, if you're going to give me 3 points with the Bears at home against this weak Cowboys team, I want to take it. I want the Bears. I'm also interested in the under. Let's start with Donnie right side. Cowboys, Bears.
Yep, it is a Thursday night football game in name only, but not a short week Thursday. Since the Dallas Cowboys, I'll ring this bell every single year, always have the best actual schedule because they never play a true Thursday night road game on short rest. That's going to help the Cowboys out in this game. Let's also not forget when we looked at the game on Thanksgiving, the Bills played a very good game and ended up beating the Cowboys. Bills certainly much better than the Cowboys to me so far. Both of these teams, I should say, 6-6 and very disappointing. But I got to tell you, Jimmy, it still comes down to it. Like, we're looking at one offense that, even though they did lose last week to the Buffalo Bills, who have a good defense, racked up over 430 yards of offense. If you can move the ball somewhat against the Chicago Bears, I'm still going to lean on, even though Mitchell Trubisky actually played well in Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, it's Dak Prescott who's playing at an elite level with an offense that's moving like a machine versus the Chicago Bears, who, when they drop back to pass, I'm just wondering if it's going to be a competent throw. And if anybody's open, I'll always lean towards Dallas in the situation. And even with the line movement not going in the right direction, from 3s to some 2.5s out there early in the week, Jimmy, I'm looking towards the Cowboys here.
Looking towards the Cowboys. Maybe I should pump my brakes. Donnie, very quickly on the total. Opening up at 43.5, dipping down to 42.5. Our guy, Dennis Garcia, says this is Chicago's highest total since week 1, and it's Dallas's lowest total of the season. What do you think of this total, Donnie?
Yeah, Dallas, I mean, look, it's still top 3 in the offense. Top 3 in the NFL in offense. If I'm going to look at this football game and Mitch maybe getting a little bit healthier, maybe getting a little bit of a bump last week saying, hey, I can actually make some of these throws. Dallas Cowboys, I'm always going to be leaning towards over. Defense average, offense very good. Give me the over.
Wow. I was leaning under and leaning to the Bears. Donnie leaning towards the other sides of me. Let's hear what Whale Capper has to say. Whale Capper, Cowboys, Bears, Thursday nighter.
Oh, man, I'm not going to be able to break the tie. I can break the tie on the total. I'm in agreement with Donnie on this over as a decent look here. I think that, the injury report is worth watching. I think the move from 3 back down to 2.5 on the Cowboys was largely influenced by the return of Akeem Hicks. He has been a super important part of the Bears defensive line this season, and having him back should create some, ability to rush the passer, especially if there are, some lingering injuries affecting the Cowboys offensive line. But as mentioned, Cowboys offense can absolutely get to 23, 24 points here. And, their defense is having a tackling crisis right now. So I think that the Bears can get it to 21. I think the number is pretty fair. 3 is tight. I don't expect that the Bears will get a win here, but I do expect points. I have this around 45, so I'll take an over 42 any day of the week.
Interesting. Brooklyn Funk Project says, I'll say it again, Dallas hasn't played a good team and won this year. Chicago is better than most of who they've played. Kevin Taylor leaning under. Adam Olin said, Bears barely beat a third-string quarterback. Landon Hayes says, Cowboys, it's a must-win. Dutch Boy Fresh liking the under. Dennis Garcia liking the under. Adam Olin also leaning towards these Cowboys. Nico says, wouldn't be shocked if the Bears win. Cowboys just want to beat Philly and win the division at 8-8. And Landon Hayes saying Chicago isn't good. Well, I will take the under off of my worksheet, but I am still interested in these Chicago Bears at home. All right, that's the Thursday nighter.